students and staff feel here is absolutely unimaginable. But what's not hard to imagine is the kind, compassionate person Edward Yox was. That's because there was no shortage of people who wanted to tell us about it. Take a look.
He still had so much more time to live. He had so much more life ahead of him.
During his years of service as a school resource officer at Plymouth Canton Educational Park, everyone knew Edward Yox as a kind police officer who always made people laugh. That's according to 2018 Canton High School graduate Brian Triolet, who remembers Yox as a trustworthy, friendly face.
He was one of those people that just really embodied what a police officer should be, in my opinion, especially with all that's been going on with public opinion of the police. He was one of the good ones.
But now Triolet, like so many others, are in complete shock after the 48-year-old was shot and killed in his Brighton home Monday morning.
You almost expect to hear of officers being killed in the line of duty, but to hear of it happening in their own home by a family member is just a whole new level of shock.
Adding another complicated layer of grief, 18-year-old Hayden Yox, Edward's son, is the man accused of pulling the trigger. Wednesday afternoon, he stayed mostly silent when he went before a judge for the first time. Hayden now faces multiple charges, including open murder, and is being held without bond.
He definitely always seemed to me as a family man, and it seemed like he got along pretty well with his family from what he told me, so it definitely made it a lot more shocking.
He was very kind, very gentle, and very supportive of our community, and he'll definitely be missed.
Erickson Elementary Principal Kevin Learned says Yox's service went beyond the district's high schools. He also spent a decade teaching safety lessons to 2nd and 5th graders.
Always open to answering questions, and you can imagine elementary-age kids have some doozies sometimes, but he was always welcoming of those questions and answered those in a very kind and understanding way.
Now as the community comes to terms with the loss that's shaken them to their core, they want Yox's family to know they're standing behind them.
During his lifetime, he helped out a lot of people. He improved a lot of people's days. He put smiles on people's faces when they were having the worst day of their life. And, he was always just such a respectful, good human being. And, of course, an amazing police officer, but also just a genuinely good person.
Hayden is expected to be back in court next month. We're in Canton. Veronica Meadows, Fox 2 News.
Well, Veronica, we still don't have a motive for this shooting. Hayden is just 18. Has he been in trouble with the law in the past?
Yeah, Monica, we're still waiting for word on a motive now. Meanwhile, we don't know the full extent of Hayden's past criminal record, but what we do know he does have a previous conviction. He was on probation for possession of burglary tools, but the full extent, again, we aren't aware of because we're told that is in a non-public document.